Okay, so have you ever thought, like, sometimes when you're thinking about working out, man, I really wish I could get a good workout in, but like, I don't want to have to go to the gym and deal with all that. What if, like, your house, your living space, could actually be like a smart fitness thing, a fitness partner, and could understand what you need and how to help you reach your goals?
That's kind of what we're looking at today, actually, the future of that. We're going to dive into this whole world of AI-powered smart home gyms. And we're not talking about just like, basic treadmills or whatever that just track like your speed. We're talking full-on intelligent systems that learn and adapt to you
Right.
right in your home.
Yeah, exactly. So our goal today in this deep dive is to really figure out and wrap our heads around what these AI-driven systems are and what they're becoming. So we've gathered a bunch of info from different places just to bring you the latest on this whole topic. So real quick before we get going, just a friendly reminder that the AI stuff we're talking about is really just for learning and having a good time. So please use it responsibly. Don't go crazy with it. It's not like professional fitness advice. It's more like us just exploring some cool ideas. We've been looking into how these systems could create your workout routines for you, give you feedback in real time, like as you're doing the exercise, even change like the weights and the resistance as you go.
Wow.
And we'll also talk about how they can track your progress using biometrics like your heart rate and stuff,
Yeah.
maybe offer virtual coaching, make workouts more fun, and even connect to other devices you have like your phone and stuff.
Hmm.
And maybe even like predict when your equipment's about to break, which I think would be amazing.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And then, of course, we got to look at like the good and the bad of this kind of tech as it keeps changing, right?
For sure.
What do you think is like the most interesting thing about this whole AI workout thing?
I think the same thing, how these systems are going to go way beyond just giving you a random workout routine.
Yeah.
Like, the AI is actually creating a workout that is personally designed just for you.
Okay, yeah, let's dig into that personalized workout thing. It sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But how does the AI actually do that? Like, how does it know what I need?
So what's really wild is how deep this personalization goes. It's not just like, filling out a survey. What are your goals?
Yeah. Yeah.
It actually digs into your whole fitness history, like what you've done before, how your fitness levels changed over time.
Oh, wow.
And even some systems even look at how you're feeling that day, which I think is pretty nuts. Yeah. So by looking at all this stuff, it can put together a workout that's actually challenging, but in like a good way. And it's going to help you get to where you want to be. Think of it like, like a fitness plan that grows and changes with you as you go.
So it's like way more than just saying, okay, I want to lose 5 pounds or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. Like imagine a smart treadmill. Okay. It can know what your best heart rate zones are just from your past workouts. And it can remember your last few runs, like how fast you went, the inclines you were using. So while you're running, instead of just having like a set program, it could actually change the incline, the speed, everything in real time
Wow.
to keep you in that sweet spot, like
Mm.
pushing you a little bit if it knows you're good or backing off if your heart rate's getting too high.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's constantly adapting.
So it's like having a coach right there with you.
It's like having a coach built into the machine. Yeah. So this dynamic adjustment then could completely change how effective our workouts are. I mean, this is huge.
Now, real-time feedback, that sounds super helpful. Like if you're doing something wrong, it would tell you right then as you're doing it. I know, like, even when I'm at the gym, I'm never really sure if I'm doing things right.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask for help.
Right.
How would the AI help with that?
So this is based on how much computers have changed and how they see and how sensors work. So like AI cameras and sensors could be built into the equipment or they could be separate.
Oh, okay.
But they would track your movements like super precisely. And they would analyze like the angles of your joints and your posture. And they could even tell you like, hey, you're doing this wrong while you're doing the exercise. I mean, this could really change the game when it comes to preventing injuries.
That's really cool. Can you give me like a specific example?
Yeah.
Like how that would actually work?
Okay, so let's say you're doing squats and you're holding these smart dumbbells, right?
Mm.
The AI could actually tell if your knees are going too far over your toes,
Oh, yeah.
which can be bad for your knees,
Ah,
or if your back is starting to like round out, which everyone does,
for sure.
and then it could just tell you right then. Like a voice could say, hey, you need to adjust your knees, or maybe like an image pops up on a screen that shows you the right way to do it. Or maybe even the dumbbells themselves vibrate a little to remind you to straighten your back.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So I could see that being really, really helpful.
And by getting this feedback right away, you can fix what you're doing wrong, and that obviously helps prevent injuries, but it also makes sure that you're actually working the muscles that you're trying to work, so it makes you more effective too.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You mentioned smart dumbbells, and also you said resistance bands that can adjust automatically. Like, how does that even work? That sounds so convenient.
So it's this combination of like little tiny motors and the AI understanding how your strength changes during the exercise.
Hmm.
So for dumbbells, they might have like these little mechanisms inside that can add or remove weight electronically. Yeah. And then smart resistance bands. It's similar. They could change how much they stretch. So the AI knows what exercise you're doing. It can feel how hard you're working. And it basically increases or decreases the resistance to make sure you're challenged. But you can still finish all your reps with good form. So you don't have to stop and like change the weights or anything.
Oh, so no more stopping to change weights.
No more stopping.
That's going to make things so much better.
Exactly. Yeah. It just keeps the flow going. You're more focused. And the resistance is always like perfect for that moment. So every rep is like super effective.
Okay, so the AI is watching us. It's guiding us. It's changing the weights for us. What about like inside our bodies? How does it track our heart rate and stuff? How does that all fit in?
Yeah, so this is where it gets really cool when it connects to devices you might already have, like your smartwatch or your fitness tracker.
Right.
So your home gym can actually link up to those and get that data, like your heart rate, maybe even your sleep patterns and how recovered your body is. And then it uses all that info to personalize your workouts even more. So like say your sleep data says you had a really bad night. The AI might suggest something easier.
Oh,
Or like a workout that focuses on recovery, like stretching and stuff. So it keeps you safe. It makes sure you're not pushing too hard when your body's not ready.
so it's not just about the workout. It's like my whole day.
Exactly. It's like a holistic view of your health. It's considering everything.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Like, let's say you're on that smart bike again. If your heart rate just jumps way up for no reason, or like your recovery score was low from the night before, the bike might just lower the resistance to stop you from overdoing it. It's like having this, like, I don't know, guardian angel looking over your shoulder,
Yeah, yeah.
making sure you're okay.
Now, the virtual personal trainer thing, that one's really interesting to me. I've seen like basic workout videos and stuff, but this sounds different. This sounds way more advanced.
Oh, yeah, this is totally different. We're talking about like high def screens that show like basically real people, but they're AI and they're
Wow.
your virtual coach.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're not just playing a video. It's the same AI that makes your workouts and fixes your form.
Right.
So they can like talk to you and give you instructions just for you. They can encourage you and keep you going. And they can even answer questions you have about the exercises. It's way more engaging than just watching a regular workout video.
It's like actually having a personal trainer, but it's AI.
Exactly.
It's wild.
Yeah. Like imagine a virtual yoga instructor. The AI could be watching you figuring out your balance, your flexibility,
Mhm.
and in real time it's saying stuff like, "Okay, try to stretch your left leg more."
Yeah.
Engage your core to stay balanced.
Yeah.
It's way more dynamic and responsive
Oh, yeah, for sure.
than just someone on a TV.
Okay, now to make things more fun, I've heard this word gamification, like making a game out of it.
Yes.
How does AI do that?
Yeah. It uses like what we all love about games, like competition achieving goals.
Right.
And it puts that into your workout. So you might have like leaderboards where you can see how you're doing compared to other people.
Mhm.
Obviously, like anonymously, it's
Oh.
not going to show your name, but you might get badges. You could earn rewards for hitting milestones or even just for working out consistently.
Wow.
So it's kind of tapping into that, like, addiction we have to games
Right.
and putting that into fitness and making it more enjoyable.
So you actually want to work out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You actually want to do it. It's not a chore anymore.
So how would this smart gym fit into our lives? Because
Mm.
I mean, I know I'm busy all the time. Everyone's busy.
Yeah.
So I saw something about it connecting to like entertainment stuff, even like productivity apps.
Yeah. The idea is to make it a natural part of your day. So, like, picture this.
Right.
You're on the treadmill, but you're also watching Netflix on the screen that's built in.
Oh, that's great.
Or maybe your calendar or like your to-do list app. It suggests, hey, you've been working for a while. Why not do some stretching? And then boom, your smart gym pops up and shows you exactly what to do.
That's a great idea.
It's about weaving fitness into your day instead of making it another thing you have to check off the list.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. And the last thing was predictive maintenance. Like, can it really tell you when something's about to break? Because my stuff at home, now it just works until it doesn't, and then I got to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah.
How would AI change that?
Okay, so the AI is always checking on all the different parts of your
Mm.
equipment, like how well the motor's running, is the belt worn out, or the sensors all working right?
Oh, wow.
And by looking at all this data, it can actually spot problems before they even happen.
That's incredible.
So it could warn you about a small thing before it turns into a huge broken mess.
Right.
And it could even optimize the settings to save energy and make your stuff last longer. So that's a huge bonus,
Yeah.
beyond just the workouts.
So if we look at the big picture, what are like the main advantages of this whole AI home gym thing?
So yeah, when you put it all together, the benefits are huge. First of all, you've got a personalized gym at home whenever you want it.
Right.
Saves you tons of time and effort.
Yeah.
And it's personalized, so you know it's going to be more effective.
Yeah.
It helps you reach your goals faster and smarter. And that feedback on your form, like we talked about, dramatically lowers your risk of getting hurt.
Like a safety net.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And then you've got the gamification stuff, which makes working out actually fun and keeps you motivated. And on top of all that, you get all this data about your body and your progress, which you wouldn't get otherwise.
That's really cool. But of course, with any new tech, there's got to be some downsides, right?
Advice.
Like, what are some of the challenges we could run into with these AI gyms?
Well, the main thing is probably going to be the price tag. All these fancy systems with the AI and sensors and, adaptable equipment,
Yeah.
they're probably going to be expensive more than the usual stuff. And then we have to think about privacy. You're sharing all this personal data with these AI systems, so there has to be really strong security.
Right.
And we need to know exactly how they're using our data.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the tech itself might be a little complicated, setting it up, fixing problems, updating the software.
Yeah.
You might need to be a little bit techie for that.
Right.
And lastly, we can't forget about the human element. AI can be a great guide,
Yeah.
but some people just love having a real trainer there with them for motivation and connection.
Yeah, I could see that. So, I mean, we might not have these full-blown AI gyms in our homes right this second, but is this tech starting to show up already? Like, what's coming up soon?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely coming. Like the whole picture is still being painted.
Mm.
But there's a lot of progress already. A lot of companies are starting to add AI to their treadmills, bikes,
A white?
weight machines,
Right.
like stuff like workout suggestions based on what you've done before, and basic feedback on your form using cameras and stuff that are built in. So it's like the early stages, but it's all leading to that bigger AI-powered smart home gym that we're talking about.
It really does sound like things are going to change a lot in how we work out.
Yeah.
I mean, this tech could make it easier for everyone to get fit, more effective, and honestly, maybe even more fun.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it makes you think, what part of all this sounds the most exciting to you?
Yeah.
What kind of crazy innovations are coming next? And how would this tech actually fit into your own fitness goals, down the road?
Definitely a lot to think about. So if you like this deep dive into the future of home fitness, hit that like button, subscribe, share it with your friends, and let us know what you think in the comments.
All right.
Thanks for listening.